All right. How'd you like that new intro?
It was pretty cool. I'll go.
Yeah.
It was
Nice
alright.
to flex some little creativity there. All right, Rook, kick it off. Who is NNK?
So NNK is the team you always want to play with, but never against. I beat on my desk if you saw that one.
Yeah, the camera shook a little bit. All right. So when it comes to our team for this season, into maybe even next year, what do we have coming up? What are our thoughts, plans?
Sorry, I was reading Wade's comment. I guess so. Let me go through the comments real quick.
Oh,
So we
geez.
got people here early this time, like early. So I mean, like, so what's up,
All
bro?
right. Keep the suspense up.
Greg, Curtis, what's up? What's up? Wade. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Wade. He doesn't really play paintball anymore. He stays in the back more. Used to be like this guy that was a killer up front, but I guess old age got him or something. I'm not too sure. He said, "Who's the funny looking dude on the right?" I guess he's looking at a screen too hard. Brother, that's your reflection. Anyways, NNK, what we got going on? NNK is going to Super Game Oregon, right? That's what we're gonna be doing out there. And wait, who? Star Wars is the one with Frodo and Gandalf, right? Yeah. I figured something funny coming from Austin like that. Austin's our XO on the blue side, which NNK will be playing on this voice. Anyways, Super Game Oregon. We're gonna be playing that. We as NNK are looking to play more games out of state this coming year. So if you guys have any good ones, any ones you guys are visiting, we would love to come with, bring us along if you will. Any notable ones, right? And we'll be more than welcome or more than happy to travel. We got right now 8 going to Super Game, which for me, I'm super happy with. There's more times as I can, go wreck another state with the homies and act like fools in the restaurants because we're never going to see any of them again. I mean, it's the best time in the world. We do some funny stuff. Perkin can attest. We got people.
Yeah, don't try Mexican restaurants in states outside of Texas, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Damon, it's a great time regardless. And it's always a fun time going with people and experiencing new things together. So anyways, that's what we're kind of up to right now. Of course, we're still going to play home games. We got a big one coming up, Tryfecta's Triwizard game, obviously talking about this one. A huge one coming up after the 20th is going to be Storm Surge at Giant Party Sports. Zoe is XOing under the banner of NNK. We are playing Ekron, the red side. So show up to that to play a game, their first game out there. And we're just looking to have a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. Well, the people of the hour, let's go ahead and bring on Trifecta, as you guys know, as Bunny and Spyro. How are you guys doing today?
What
Hello,
up?
hello.
What up?
You guys excited?
We're tired,
I feel that.
but excited.
feel
Absolutely.
Sweet. So for at the beginning of our show, we always kind of kick off who is NNK. So let's do kind of that same thing. So introduce Trifecta as a whole. What is it? So for anyone that's maybe this is the first time playing a scenario paintball event.
Go ahead, Big Mouse. You got it.
Trifecta is a 3-part entity, the two of us, and the third part being the community. We put on events at fields to bring back the old style fun with lots of props, lots of interaction, lots of role play into a scenario game. It's no knock on anything else of any other style. It's just we like lots of moving parts, and that's what we like bringing to all the players. And so far, the players seem to be enjoying all the craziness and wackiness that was Mel Brooks, or is our annual Star Wars, or in this case, Triwizard. So we're looking forward to seeing so many elements in this particular event come to life.
Sweet, awesome. So with before we kind of introduce the commanders for the game, I want to kind of ask a couple questions to kind of delve into whether it's producing an event for those maybe interested in producing the very first event. I know I've got mine next month, but really hoping that other players kind of step out of their comfort zone and try something new. And, you know, whether it goes off without a hitch or, you know, has some points of, you know, failures to improve upon, it's only going to help build more events. And the thing is producers don't get to play their own events, right? And so if you're producing 5, 6, 7 events a year, how many games you get to play, right? So it'd be nice for more producers to kind of start hitting the market, introducing some new ideas. And like I said, if they don't work as well, great, change them, adapt, try them again. Because one thing can lead to the next, and we could have another, you know, great series. So Trifecta, can you pull back the curtain on maybe the amount of time or dedication it takes to write a production? Do you find yourselves writing spontaneously, or do you feel like it's more of a labor of love, just like chugging along through?
It's a labor. Sometimes I don't know if it's that love part, but it's a labor. You know that.
Yeah, it starts with an idea. And usually when the idea first comes to us or in a conversation, we'll throw out a dozen ideas and rules immediately. Just, hey, we're going to do this, and we'll write them all down, and we have a great boom. Oh, this is the game. Then a month or two later, when we're actually putting more of it together, we realize some of these are just not going to work. We had wand combat in this game. We literally removed it a week ago because we're like, okay, this is stupid. It's not going to work. So like I said, you're asking, pulling back to dedication. It takes hours and hours because we pride ourselves on having an element that we know once it enters the field, it will work. So we talk ourselves through it. Then we will talk it through one or two other people and try and implement it to make sure it will actually work with it. And, because the last thing we want is to have a great idea that completely goes belly up. And even with all of those checks and balances, we still get caught. Players are great at finding ways that are outside the box around, it's just countless hours and just trying to make it work right and just having fun doing it.
You don't ever really stop thinking though, you always are thinking of something. You go to an event and you're like, that's cool. Or, talking to friends around a campfire, you're always like, oh dude, that would be really cool. So you don't ever stop thinking really. And every idea we think through doesn't work. Y'all have experienced that. Y'all have helped, redirect and we kind of make things better, it doesn't always work. And
Right.
I think that's the hardest thing being a producer. You have to accept it's not always going to work, and when it doesn't work, it's okay. And outside of this question, I mean, it's kind of mixed in that question because you mentioned it. You have to go play. Like if you don't get out and play, you're going to
lose touch.
Yeah, and
Right.
and you're not going to enjoy producing. Being a producer is a lot. Everybody's family to us, but if you don't get behind that marker and let some of that stress go, you're not going to enjoy it. And then
Right.
you don't get we've got a lot of our ideas just going and playing at other events.
There's a new element we'll talk about later for this event that we got from another producer, got permission, and we're in. We're going to say, I'll say at this point, we're introducing a completely new twist to one of our oldest MOSs, and players are going to initially hate it, but it's going to be a game. It's for our events, it's a game changer. But we'll go into that in a little bit. We'll go back to it.
I think so. Eli Booth, another game producer, is commenting here. And I know he does produce a lot of other events in the Arizona area, and he said it's really tough trying to find time to play at other events because he's so working hard on creating all the elements for his games, whether it's their 3D props or the technology that's being added into the games. So like you said, it's the stress release that we do get as players. You've got to make sure that you're making time for yourself, right? So get out and play. But those that have been constantly playing, try to put a game together, even if it's like a small little meetup. I run the MagFed meetups out at Texas Paintball, and that's once a month, and just test out new ideas. I mean, we've done like Mario Kart. I've done some other kind of wacky things that are just really, really fun and super challenging, and everyone's loved it so far. So get out there.
Let's go through these. Oh, my bad.
Try some new stuff. What's going on?
I'm gonna go through the comments real quick. Curtis likes to say I role play an old guy trying to ref. I think you do a lot better job than that. To be honest with you, I've seen that man run more than me. Let's keep going.
Emmy goes to.
We saw we said hi already to Eli. Coming down, wishing success for this weekend. Eli, will see you on the 20th to help you guys out down there. Well, not help you out. We're helping Zoe out. Gage, 12 Gage in the comments saying he can't cast spells with a gun barrel. He's upset with that. So maybe something for later.
Maybe.
You wouldn't catch me doing that, but I'm just saying. Let's see. Stefan, right? Said hello. Oh, I know this one. Matt saying, oh no, not the new twist. And then Wade says, all I want to know is will there be an electronic scoring and lights that can turn colors with Wi-Fi and RFID cards? No.
So look, we are gonna have an electronic thing in October. So we'll just end the conversation there.
We're not stepping on the rest of that conversation.
Yeah, we're in Triwizard. Let's just keep on pushing.
There you go.
We'll have it, yes.
Oh,
Eli's
right.
Google CMS Storm Surge.
Yep.
All right. Caitlin.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore
here
her
for the drama.
Just,
all right.
Yeah.
Get your daughter in check over there.
So coming back to the Triwizard Cup, with this game being centered around young gun commanders, what were your own paintball origin stories? Were there any defining moments that shaped you as a young player? I know I didn't start as a young player, so I'd love to hear kind of y'all's experiences.
You said young. Do you know how old this man is?
I don't think I've ever been old.
He's
young.
gonna be 50.
They're slingshotting paint at each other when he was around.
I know.
They carved it out of the stone.
Well, to even add to it, I was at the first Viper event that brought Scenario after Wayne Dollock's initial launch. I was at the very first Viper game. I'm that old. So I mean, I got started. I personally got started at a company outing. It was one of those, hey, shoot your coworkers, shoot your bosses. Jumped all over it. Immediately got hooked. That group went on to play speedball tournaments for a while, and then we just didn't like speedball, and immediately that's when we saw at a paintball some store Oh my god.
It's sorry. I just
I'm just ignoring
Ed
you.
was
Just keep
expo for
going.
Moses.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm dying.
I have to know what houses everybody's in. 20 points to Gryffindor. 20 points.
Yeah. So in my case, like I said, we saw a flyer for an event and we went, and it was an amazing. The fact that you could play for, everybody says 24, a 2-day event, play as much as you want. And I've never looked back. And then my kids got into it, and I got into the role play aspect. And for me, it's just been go, 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 go. Yours?
I started in 2007. I was called the Radio Bunny because I went to a Viper game and I ran the old school radios when we got the missions over the radio and you had to decode them. I was just this hot chick that came with radio, from what the story everyone's told me. That's how they knew me. And then
you were 3.
I'll take one younger. Man, Wade's
on fire tonight.
I know.
Yeah, Wade's swinging for the fences.
I really kicked off at tactical. That was at
20 points Hufflepuff.
Yeah, we were soldiers, I think it was, and that's when we kicked off the Young Guns radio when we were on Alter Ego. So we kicked off the Young Guns at tactical.
In 09.
So in
09. Yep. It was 08.
I'm surprised you remember those dates. Wow. Man.
I'm not going to tell you how old I was then.
4.
Not that young. I can share mine. I was 12. My dad took me paintballing. I grew up in California. We went to SC Village, and out there's a culture of it's rental record day. So basically, anybody wrote rental, they put everybody with a speedball gun on the other side, and they would smash us. I remember crying that day actually, and I got so mad that me and my dad were like, we're gonna get them back. And so we ended up bunkering a bunch of people. And I've never been cheered on by everybody in my entire life till that day, because me and my dad ran up on like 4 dudes and I was just shooting, closing my eyes, letting it rip. And then I fell in love with paintball, came to Texas, started playing at a place called, I can't even remember anymore. They got closed down. But that's how it all started for me. I played local stuff, and then I started playing tournaments recently. Not tournaments, I'm sorry. Scenarios at APOC. That was actually my first one. And almost died out there, how hot it was. And it was a good time. Never looked back.
That's awesome. My first, I honestly had friends, like birthday parties, ambassador parties, one after the next, after the next, after the next, within like a couple months span. And so after my first, what's so funny?
Sorry, man, the comments.
We're laughing at Wade. Wade is on fire.
Wade is on fire.
Eli was messaging me straight face. And I'm like, I am trying.
Wade doesn't know what I look like when I shoot the gun because he's always hiding behind me. He's too old to get down anymore. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. I haven't seen Wade at the 50 in like years.
Just playing so frequently, and I decided, I was like, well, it'll be cheaper if I just buy my own gear. Started from there. And then I played, my first scenario was actually Operation Spire, which was pre-Snake Eater. Actually, it was pre-Snake Eater out at Tanks Paintball. It was an overnight. And it was my first time like camping, playing paintball, just drenched in sweat in the summer. Because I think it was like a June or July production in Houston, just swimming in sweat in a tent. And then, and that just kind of, I think for me, like most people that play rec ball first, once they go to their first scenario, I mean, they're just hooked because it's so much more fun. And a lot of people that go to play rec ball at their local field that don't know any better about scenarios or just never heard of them have no idea. So definitely, if you go to rec ball at your local field and you have other regulars that come out and play, every so often, talk to them, bring them out to scenarios because it's so much more fun than just playing rec ball. Sweet. As producers, what research or writing rabbit holes do you guys find yourself getting into?
Oh no.
No, I get to this.
Yeah.
We start with the lore of whatever theme it is. We dig deep into the lore, create a story, and then from that story, we kind of turn it on its head. Because bottom line is still our story, not Star Wars, not Harry Potter, not Lord of the Rings. It's our story. It's our take. So it gives us the liberty to create those extra twists and those things that, well, that's not how this actually worked. Well, that's because it's our story. And every event, somebody calls, texts, messages, comes up to us and challenges us on our lore not being correct. And we're like, did you read this game story? And that's just how, sometimes it's a theme that works quick, and other times it's one we cross every T, every dotted I. In this event, he who shall not be named had to be a part of the event because he's integral part of that lore, but he's not one of the armies. So, but we had to tie him in because he's just too much part of the lore.
Right.
Thinking real hard there.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I'm applying everything because like I was mentioning earlier, like for me, writing my game, typing away on my phone in every chance I could. Every time a good idea comes up on my phone, type it down. I copied and pasted it to like Google Sheets or something. It was like 26 pages. So there are times where, I don't want to say creative juices start flowing, but like once you get that good idea, you just, go with it. And then later on, do your checks and balances and see what's working, what's not, and then edit it. The one pitfall I'm getting into is a lot of players are wanting to play my game or have already registered to play my game that are other producers. So I can't ask them. So it's kind of like a small little brick wall there. So Eli, I might be hitting you up for some feedback. So awesome. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. So Rook, go ahead and kick it away with Paintball Gateway.
So Paintball Gateway, they've been our sponsor since day one, hooking us up with the gear, just the gear, the hoppers, the guns, everything you can name. They're great people to be around, great people to hook you up, and a lot of wisdom there. Dizana being our other one, they make us look good. I mean, Perky can show off his little his tech tee here in a second, but we look good because of Dizana. They're great people to work with. Steve out there is just I don't know, he's a godsend. We blow his phone up all the time. He's there to help us out. And then there's a pretty one. There is Elite Sports Media. Almost said Perky. That's Perkins. Everybody knows that. Perkins obviously takes great pictures, and he helps us look good out there. And he does a lot of great work for a lot of people, and makes you feel way cooler than you actually are. That guy right there, that guy's definitely doing nothing. I'm just throwing that out there. The guy in the picture before, he's probably just standing there. He's definitely not. He's not firefighting anybody, but damn it, he's just throwing his body on the ground. But he looks damn cool doing it, and that's the point. Oh, I know he's fighting. I know that guy. That guy's fighting. I know that.
These are all live action photos except for this one.
Ain't doing nothing.
Because I was doing gel work for a calendar. So So stay tuned for more ideas for the calendar. Awesome. All right, commanders. Let's get the commanders on board. So we've got Monkey. We've got Meanie. We've got to scroll down. There's so many people here.
I know. Filling it up.
And then Poof from Hellhounds unfortunately has a school function tonight and is not able to make it. However, we did pre-record her responses to the question. So let me kick off that portion of the questions. So let me go ahead and present the video. Every young gun has a story of how they got into the sport, whether it's maybe a parent plays or maybe someone in their family brought them along, whether it's a rec ball or maybe a scenario. But I I think what's also more important is what's kept you motivated to keep playing after that point.
My dad was the one who's always been playing paintball, but for me, it's definitely been like being able to spend time with him, and like it's just really fun for me. And yeah.
So if you could put together a school fundraiser, a charity, a community outreach program at your local paintball field, what would it be for?
I would probably try to donate to charities like St. Jude.
Okay. Is there a reason why specifically St. Jude?
I just really like what they're doing, helping the sick children and helping them live their lives to the fullest while they can.
How can you use commanding experience to encourage more young guns to play paintball?
It can help me like get more in depth with the game and understand paintball better, and then I can let them know like it's really fun and tell them the details. And yeah.
What about players? So let's say new players maybe at school or just friends at school that haven't ever played paintball whatsoever.
Pretty easy and fun, and just like let them know my experience with paintball. And yeah.
What do you think your Wizarding World character's catchphrase would be?
Avada Kedavra. Yup.
All right, I think we got some aggression. I think the other commanders might have something to look forward to. All right, so that was Poof from Hellhounds, and she will be commanding the blue side. The next we've got, let's see, Monkey. So Monkey, are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you doing today?
I'm bored.
Dang. She said you guys got to work on your show.
Dang. Ouch.
You have ADD.
All right.
Wade? Was that Wade?
Well, since you're so bored, go ahead and tell us a little bit about. So tell us what team you're on, and then tell us what side that your faction, what color you are commanding this upcoming weekend.
Yellow team, and what else was there?
What's your team name?
Hufflepuff.
So, so instead of the faction, what is your actual team name?
Oh, Descendants.
Yes, awesome, cool. So Descendants, this is Monkey, and if Monkey, can you tell us how you got not necessarily involved with paintball, but what's kind of motivated you to keep playing?
That I won Young Gun the first time I ever played.
Awesome. All right. Well, she sounds like a kick butt player. Yeah. If you could put together a school fundraiser, charity, community outreach program at your local paintball field, what would it be for?
What do you want? Cancer research?
Cancer research.
Okay, awesome. Is there a specific reason that you chose that one?
Yeah, it's because my great aunt, she died of breast cancer.
So sorry to hear that. So with your new upcoming commanding experience, how can you use that to encourage more young guns to play paintball?
I can motivate them and tell them like it's really fun and everything.
Sweet. What was like your favorite experience so far? Maybe earning that award?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then if you lived in the Harry Potter world of the Wizarding world, what would your character's catchphrase be?
My dad told me to say these nuts.
Wade needs to get out of here.
I'm curious and not curious at the same time of what spell that would cast.
I could tell you, but not
Yeah.
right
I mean, yeah.
Gotta do a new censorship. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, Monkey. All right, we're looking forward to this weekend. And then if you guys have any questions, please be sure to ask Bunny and Spyro after the show. All right, we've got Meanie. How's it going?
Oh, It's going good. My Wi-Fi is horrible though, so just so y'all know.
All right. So every player has a story of kind of their origin story of how they got into the sport. What has kept you motivated to keep playing?
So I actually got in the sport by accident, kind of. My dad had been talking to me about it since I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
And I was telling him till I was like 9. I was like, I'm going to join. And then I hit 10. I was like, I'm not playing. But in November 2022, he convinced me to come out and meet everybody on Scorched Earth and just say hi and play around at TXR on Sunday Fun Day. And I got hooked immediately. I loved the adrenaline rush. I loved everything about it. And my motivation to keep me going is kind of, it's odd. It's my dad. It's the way he's so passionate about it. It just makes me feel like I want to play it more to get closer with him, even though we're already close as is. I just want to have those moments with him while I can, while I'm still living with him, while I'm still young. And that's just something I like. So I've just always, it was by accident, but, that's the best thing that could have happened to me.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like every father's dream that loves paintball, right? To be
Especially
able to,
my dad.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I've never felt so old. She said while she's still young. I was like, what does that make me?
I brought out some of my
my dad, he keeps talking about, he's like, when you get older, and it's just funny. Like, when you move out and you leave me.
It happens fast.
If you could put together a school fundraiser, charity, community outreach program at your local paintball field, what would it be for?
It would be for cyber safety, kind of like the idea of being online safely.
Okay.
Good one.
And then if you could use your commanding experience after this upcoming weekend to encourage more young guns to play paintball.
My Wi-Fi.
It's all good. How would you use your commanding experience to help promote the game to
Is the Wi-Fi going out? Oh, I thought.
Maybe I'm waiting for it to catch up. So the question is, how can you use commanding experience to encourage more young guns to play paintball?
I would kind of use it to,
She's trying.
Technical difficulties. While we're waiting, Rook, if you can take some of the comments.
First off, Meanie, if you want to do it on your phone and it works a little bit better, it also works. Second of all, Wade is on fire tonight. I mean, he's just going for it. Shots everywhere. So going through these, we have people getting us in trouble saying PG because there's young people on. Just a lot of smack talking, if I'm being honest, going on in this comment right now. I don't know if I want to open those can of worms. Yeah.
All right.
You look clear.
I'm back.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So how can you use commanding experience to encourage more young gun players like yourself to, or even players that haven't played around your age, to come play paintball?
I would use it to not motivate them specifically, because when you motivate someone to do something they kind of don't like, you're telling them to do that they don't really want to do it. I would use it to like explain how fun it is, and it's not just about winning. It's about like, I know most people there are just there to like win, but I personally am usually there, and my team at least is there to have fun and like mess around and just do stupid stuff the whole time. And that's my goal for Triwizard. I'm here to do the most tomfoolery ever. Y'all are not finna get tomfoolery is my goal. So I just want to show other people that it's fun. If you really try and you really care about it, it can be fun. Not just something you're forced to by someone you love, you know?
Oh my God. So Wade asked, so are you trying to give us all your points? He's asking if you would like to do that.
No, I'm not. But you can give me all yours for a deal. I'll pay you maybe $2.
Meanie, we should start alliances right now. I'm speaking for.
I can't do that. Right? I read the rules.
Yeah. Hey, they're here now. They won't be here later. I'm just saying. Rules are meant to be bent, not broken. So I'm just saying.
I think I'm gonna stick with Giggles personally, and I'm just not gonna go with Wade's as a.
No,
Well,
no. I'm playing with what's the call sign? Hit me with it.
So Poof from Hellhounds.
Poof. So we're blue.
That's why you end me. After we get off this, we're no longer friends. Just so you know.
Okay, Caitlin.
We are
this is
not
your
friends.
fault. I'm finding you. Your parents usually pay me to shoot you. This
I'll remember that. I'll remember that.
Giggles, this one's for free, just so you know. But
Me and Giggles, you can't find us. You're not gonna be able to find us. Okay. I know I didn't have good Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
So apparently, Monkey's dad had said, "Tell her to say my wand shoots lasers, not D's nuts." So, all right. The game of telephone was, I would say, the worst. That was the worst game of telephone. All right. So last question. So if you lived in the Harry Potter realm of the can't even talk tonight.
The Wizarding
world. What would your character's catchphrase be?
I had it. Hold up. I had a good one. What was it? He's probably gonna kill me for using his phone, but it's fine. Hold up. I had it.
Dre's nuts. I love it.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
I love the chat. The chat's great.
This is the best.
This has been the best chat.
The best.
It was like something about here. It was like show me the money, but it's like show me your wand or your spells or stuff. Like you hold the one, you're like show me your spells, and it's I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Okay,
it works.
Very cool. Yeah, very neat. All right. Meanie. Is it Meanie or Meanie Beanie as a whole for your call sign?
Meanie. It's just
Okay.
Meanie. Beanie's a long one, but most people call me Meanie.
And then you said Scorched Earth, and then what colored faction are you going to be commanding this upcoming weekend?
Gryffindor. Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, cool. And Gryffindor's color for the game is
I'm only saying that because I'm gonna win no matter what. So y'all can
Cool.
all keep trying, but
awesome.
As
So
long as you win in your heart, that's all that matters.
So players are going
that's all that
to
matters.
if players are going to register, they're going to register red for Gryffindor. Yes.
Yeah, they
Cool.
will, and I might bring them little signs and stuff that says you win as like a participation award.
Ooh, that's good.
Me and Googles have planned stuff. That's the time that y'all should join red. Everyone in the chat should join red because we have awards.
The Oprah Winfrey of paintball.
You get an award.
You get an award. Don't forget to look under your chairs.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Whatever makes people show up.
Awesome. All right, let's get these kids back to do their homework. Thank you guys for showing up and kind of promoting y'all's side. Looking forward to this three-way Young Gun battle the upcoming weekend. So thank you guys again for attending, and we will see you this weekend. Bye. All right. So, Trifecta, we've got a game to talk about. So let's go ahead and start with the schedule, and I will remove myself and Rook if you guys want to kind of give us the rundown there.
There's you.
Oh man, it's so tiny. I should have printed.
I know it's so small. I'm like,
no, right. So normal schedule of events. We're going to try the 11:30 game on again. It seemed to work pretty good last time. Give y'all an extra bit of play time, but with the beautiful weather, right? Beautiful weather. After dinner break, of course, we're going to have night game on the field. I know we're going to go over that. And we will have the Diagon Alley games upstairs at What's Up, right across from the bumper boats. Yeah. And then, of course, stand down if all the old people make it. Can you make it till 10 o'clock, Wade? Can we make it till 10?
He waits
I don't
pretty
know. We'll
old.
have to see about that. And then, of course, you've got the games on there, too. Without going into too much detail, every game we did this time was kid-friendly. Very kid-friendly. The first one you can see is Big Mouth.
The games are, now when we say kid-friendly, most of these games are actually harder than anything we've ever done before. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, Big Mouth.
Yep, Big Mouth. It is a different version of a fishing game where
Fishing.
yeah, we'll just name it a fishing game with
It's
a pole and fishing. We'll see who can end up getting everything the fastest. Deep dive is actually one we're looking forward to. Just get ready to find 125 keys. That's all we're gonna say about that one.
You're going swimming.
Yeah, you're going swimming. You won't get wet, but you're going swimming.
You shouldn't get wet.
The next one after that, Gemini Never Ending. Oh, so this one.
Okay, Gemini Never Ending.
What's the best
Prepare
way
to get your mouth full.
Yep.
And
you will have to
keep
speak.
Stuffing your mouth.
Yep, that's all we're gonna say.
This is the new version of the twerk off, Austin. Now, again, both the games and the paintball game will be going on at the same time. So the commanders and XOs will have to come figure out who's going to lead each element because there are a lot of points in both elements. So continuing.
But yeah, that one's gonna be fun.
Iron Belly.
It will be kind of mixed in. So with Iron Belly, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there.
Let's do it.
Harry Potter jelly beans. I hope you know your flavors. So we'll see who's gonna jump in and want to do that one. Iron Belly is gonna be flavor related, of course, and Gemini Never Ending. That was just going to be hilarious. Yeah. I cannot wait to see. We will have trash cans right there ready for you. That's all I'm going to say. It'll be pretty funny, different flavors.
Next one's Know Your House.
Next one, yep, Know Your House, pretty easy. It is going to be trivia. The one after that, I don't know how to say that word.
Legilimens.
Watch, he probably said it wrong.
I said it right. And that is getting into the mind of your own team and transferring what you know into what they need to say. It's a very common game that everybody knows, but with a twist. And next up, we've got the Wand Roundup.
Oh, this one is
a nightmare.
This one's it's funny. It's hilarious. That's all I'm going to say. You will have to aim your wand in a general direction, and it will have to make it into
the Sorting Hat.
That's a good way to call it that. And then the very last one, I don't even know how to explain it in
Wingardium Leviosa. What we did with this game is all we're going to say is we attempted it approximately 40 times. And we got it twice.
Everything stuck to the refrigerator just fine.
Oh, the game is crazy. So it's a game of accuracy and dumb luck. But yeah, there are more games this round than we've ever done before. And
these are probably our most fun games. I mean, I know Austin wanted to twerk and no pantyhose this time. But these
and twist. So and they'll all start, as it says, both segments, paintball and games, will all start at 7 o'clock. And that's pretty much, that explains the schedule. So what do we got next?
So on the schedule, do both the games in the upstairs portion of the facility and the night game end at the same time?
We don't know yet. It kind of depends on how long the night game goes on field. I don't know how long it's going to go. I know we will go over the night game section. It's actually
on paper they're both slated till 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
If the paintball side decides to stand down at 8 or 9, then it's fine. Then those guys can transfer up into the Diagon Alley games.
Okay.
The Diagon Alley games 100% will go at least till 9 o'clock. The plan is 10 or 11. As always, the points of some of those games are a one-off game. So, and they're slated. There's no additional points to be scored.
Okay.
The other games are based on crowd participation. So if you want extra points, everything is black and white as far as how many points you can earn per game. And it is 3-sided game. So there is a winner, and less winner. For each game.
Right.
And those games can go as long as there's participation from all 3 houses. We will keep running these games. Not 2. It has to be all 3 to be fair.
Okay.
But we're expecting those games to last a good while.
Yeah, especially with 3 sides. We know, I mean, 3 or 4, we know 4 of the games may not go, twice over. There's 3 that cannot, 2 especially that can only go one time through.
Right.
But, it's going to take longer with 3 sides, 100%, especially with the young guns. They're going to have more fun with it. And
some of the games just are a lot more involved. Some of these games are going to be a bit more challenging.
These are our funniest ones so far. These are pretty hilarious.
Okay. So for the night game, as far as points go, I know we have game going on field and then games upstairs. How are y'all treating the night game in terms of points? Is it like a tiebreaker situation? Is it like a third complete segment on its own as far as the value of points?
Yes. The night game section is completely its own game, but the points are directly tied to the event. I mean, just as we'll go over. It will be glow stick based.
Do you have
it's control. He's over here. They are control based. Each side will have red, blue, green represents yellow. You will find these glow sticks on the field. You will turn them to your color. One color, one side. If it's multiple colors or off, nobody gets the points. We are scoring these 12 objectives. Of the 25, 12 of them will have these. The 12 will be scored every 15 minutes. So it is a very fast-paced, constantly going game. Now, there's 2 twists in the night game. Twist number 1 is to turn a glow stick, you must acquire the Loomis creature during the day segment. Each side will be given 1 to start. Okay. They have the ability to buy a lot per side. It's up to the commanders to buy them. If they don't, then you have 1 guy doing all the work. We're going to show you the Loomis creature. Bunny's been wrangling him.
He's the cutest thing in the world.
He must be around your neck, visible, and on while you're on the paintball field. Yes, there's that whole argument that refs are the only ones wearing something that lights up. Well, there's not. This event refs are going to get shot. These blink. This little Loomis creature, you acquire him again during the day segment. There is no store at the night segment, so only during the day to use. Now that still means they're still 100% paintball because you have to obviously turn these to your color and defend them and hold them.
Right.
They're scored every 15 minutes. The other twist to the night game is, again, there's only 12 objectives. There's another 13 objectives in the game. 3 of those objectives are going to have the golden dragon egg, because if you remember in the 4th movie or book, there was a particular golden egg. There's 3 of these bad boys that will be on the field. They light up. You got to find them. Find them and get them off field straight up to command. It is that simple. Finding them will not be simple. They will be in the far reaches of the field. They are going to be buried. It can be 1 each side. There are 3 of them. And 1 side might get all 3. But it's going to allow those guys like the night vision that want to go hunting and deep in the woods. They have their element now. You've got all these glow stick elements, so your hardcore night game. So this game literally could go on as far as whoever's commanding it, the night games, they want to keep pushing the game.
So Austin had a great question. He's asking, can you defend the objective without the Lumos creature, or do you have to have it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, you just cannot turn it to your color or off. You can't touch the glow stick without it, the creature. But you absolutely can deny the other side or protect and keep it, whatever it is. Absolutely.
Cool. Henry put in the chat.
And buy your own at Walmart.
Henry put in the chat. Something good. Just a heads up, expecting high winds on Saturday afternoonish. Just for anybody setting up campsites, prepare to tie down efficiently. That's a big one, guys.
Yeah.
We don't need canopies flying all over the place.
Yeah.
We know by experience.
Oh, yes.
And D-Rock had to pay the price on that one on his camper. So
yeah, that was our actually that was the 10 by 20 pop-up that we won
from the Conquering Hell.
Conquering Hell a couple years. Yeah. That
bad boy got folded and thrown up against the camper. 12 Gauge has a question. Is there any sort of death radius with the glow stick this game?
No, we're not
Nope.
doing that. Was for that event, the glow sticks we dropped in containers. There is with the glow, to answer the exact question, with the glow sticks, there is no death radius. Now, that doesn't mean there's not death radius in other things, which we're going to go over all the rules. But for the glow sticks, no.
So basically, for this event, they're just like slapsticks, if you will, just 3 different colors that you have to
Absolutely.
ignore. Whichever color.
Absolutely. They will be physically attached to each of the 12 objectives they're chosen to go to.
Okay.
And
then
we were gonna throw missions in with that as well, but we, after talking to several different people and kind of getting that feedback, about 80% felt that it would be too much because we're gonna have the night games upstairs and plus the night games on the field. And if you have a young gun that's on the field, it's kind of overwhelming to them.
Because we don't know if the young gun commanders are going to be. They may be on the field. They may be upstairs running the Diagon Alley games. Since we don't know who's going to command necessarily where, our opinions are let the XOs run the night game, but it's up to the commanders what they want to do.
And it's hard too because like Wade said, I mean, night missions are fun. I mean, Conquering Hell, y'all are gonna have them. Conquering Hell is gonna be. Whew, I'm excited, but this is Triwizard. We are still going to have missions that are difficult, but we're kind of stepping back a step as far as throwing out everything, especially at night. So we figured, trying these.
The glow stick idea is a neat twist.
Yeah,
we were going to try to Star Wars. That was the plan. It makes it a very fast-paced night game because there's, like I said, 12 objectives. You have to constantly move and move and move. If it goes well and players like it, we may expand it to 30 objectives, 20 objectives. We're going to wait and see because night missions, anyone played tonight, a patrol or a recon, it's a gimme mission. There's 100% you're going to complete that mission at night because even with night vision, you can get around those guys. Taking hold is the only thing at night that has some kind of counterbalance. Everything else at night's just gimme. So glow sticks, if you're around that glow stick, you're going to be seen. If you're turning it off or on, you're going to be seen. Players now know where to go. They know when it's being scored. So in case of NNK, say you have a dozen NNK, all right, we're putting one guy at each objective. I mean, it's however you want to break it down, because you know where to be, when to be, how to do it. So it makes it very direct and in-your-face combat.
So where did I see that question? Someone in the comment section was asking about the scoring points. So it was 10 per glow stick. It was 10 points per glow stick every 15 minutes. So 12 captures. What is it, like
1,400
points?
1,320 points. Yep. If it goes all 3 hours, then it is 1,320 points.
In the comments, it says Addie says hi, Grandma.
Oh, my baby.
What about Papa? Come on.
Yeah, Papa.
Damn.
Nobody cares about Papa. Nobody. You're old. You're a diaper changer.
Well, some people have problems reading. Hey, Wade. So he said, tell him to read the dang rules. Well, some people have problems reading paragraphs. And that's an inside joke. All right. So going to the next thing, Young Gun info. Anything new for this event? So I know you said the schedule when the meeting is, but is there anything new for them?
Well, for the Young Guns or for the event itself?
For the event itself.
Okay, for the event itself, yes. We'll start with Transfiguration Twist. You want to hit that one?
Oh yeah. So we had a player that came to us after the last event. And his team felt like they weren't getting a lot of missions.
They wanted to get more involved.
Wanted to get more involved. So they threw a suggestion out to us, an idea out to us, and we ran with it and we found something we're going to do. So the Transfiguration Twist, there will be a preset 3 places that will be on the field. It will be at your command on the outside where we staple the schedule, the barcodes and all of that, so you can scan for rules and all that. It's going to tell you where to go and what time to be there. Every base, everybody's going to have the same one, same time. You're going to know where to go. It's going to be the same 3 spots on the field. And depending on that spot on the field, so if it's objective 5, if it's objective 15, if it's objective 25, that's how long that you're going to have to hold that objective. So what'll happen is we're going to say 9, we'll just throw 9:30 in the morning out there. If it says objective 25, what we'll do is we will have AWOL will be clearing the area 1 minute to start to make it fair, so nobody can go in there and kind of gang up and pre-hold. They'll clear, and then you'll have to hold that objective for 25 minutes. Whoever maintains control, there will be a slapstick there. The slapsticks will be different, of course, because we have 3 sides. You'll have black, which is no color, and then you'll have red, blue, and yellow. And whatever color is going to be like the same final battle slapsticks.
Traditionally, this is a take and hold.
Yeah.
But what it does is it allows players that either don't want to talk to the commander or the commander's too busy to talk to them.
Internet strikes again.
They read they'll go to the base, they'll read the sign, they know where to go, what to do, and they go and do it.
It's just something different for the player that, like the team that didn't quite feel included. The commander wasn't quite handing out missions, didn't really know this group of gentlemen. So we wanted to try it. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it's just something different. You'll know where to go. And you really have to think about it too, because if you throw your whole entire side over there in your missions, you're still going to hurt yourself, because you still need to do the missions and you still need to do other things. So you still have to balance, but it's just another idea to throw something out that's different for somebody.
All right, so we've got Transfiguration Twist. We're gonna actually go over all the props in the game. But before we go over the props,
not over all of them.
Well, sort of. Well, next thing is, go ahead.
Yeah, we went to an event in Nebraska, Paintball. It's run by
Tommy Two Straws.
Yeah, if you have never met this guy, he is the sweetest person you will ever meet in paintball. Larger than life. Absolutely love him. I was sad I won't get to do Paintball this year due to some weddings and work. And I won't get to step up and recommand, but they had an idea at the game that they did, and we loved it. We were like, okay, this is really cool. Let's try it out. We asked him, did he mind? When we were at the event, he handed us one of these, and because we wanted to try it, and at one of our events, we figured this would be the perfect event. We asked him, are you sure you don't mind? Because we don't, want anybody that's seen these, you're going to know what they are. They're pretty cool. So the medics, we're doing something a little bit different with the medics.
No more medic cards.
Yeah, there's no more medic cards. So what you're going to have is you're going to have this little guy right here. So it is
a med kit.
It's a med kit. And these are all pre-drilled holes.
I was going to do it in angle so you can see.
Yep. And what you'll have to do as a medic is you will run up to the player. The player will open up the back.
I'll do it.
And this is not the colors that will be in it, but you'll have to take the zip tie.
The person that is shot will then take it, slide it through. These don't fit as well because they are not the ones we're using.
We didn't want y'all to know the color.
We don't want y'all to know the official color. You run it through, you zip it. This person just got healed, and then the medic will do the wipe. Once your holes are all full, this med kit is no longer in use. And at that point, it's out of play, goes to a ref, comes back to command. You got to buy a whole new med kit.
Yep. Something a little bit different.
It's a little slower, but it's more treating a player, not just wiping a magical paint off of them. Now you're actually triaging them.
But that'll be the old. So the field surgeons will still be the same, of course, with the bandage on the back. Thank you, Tommy Two Straws, for letting us try this idea. Hopefully, everyone loves it down here as much as we loved it up there.
It is going to be a little challenging.
It is challenging. You have to carry this with you, but we wanted to kind of more realistically do the medics instead of just yelling across the way or, hey, what's your number? But we didn't want to take medics out of the game either. Medics are fun. Medics can be used really well.
No more writing down a number. Yep. There's no card. You still have the MOS card that says you are a medic. You'll still have tape on both arms. You're just no longer running up and saying, Bunny, what's your number? And writing a card and then wiping paint. Now you're going, here's the stick. She pulls it out, loops it, and then we wipe the paint. Yep. So it's a two-person process. And like I said, that the little bit of slowing down is the triaging that a medic would actually be doing. Yep. So that's the other big rule change that we're doing. Now, let's talk some props.
And we'll go fast. I saw what time.
Yeah, we're going to do some clicks.
Oh.
I'll let her, she could point that out.
I have to say PG. I was not going to go. These are going to be your brooms that you will ride. You will use them for Quidditch and quad ball. Sorry. And you will also be using them on the field. They will be your pilots. It'll be single riders. They're going to be fun little things. Yeah. Next thing. So we are going to have a specialty owl mission without going into details of everything. You will have to see Hagrid for this. You will have to do one of three things. And like I said, I'm not going to go into all of the secrets of it, but this is our cute little owl. So
that thing's going to get dirty.
I know, right? This little owl is not only worth points. What will happen is dependent upon each side has 3 options that they can do randomly, depending on how fast each side does it.
First one to complete it.
Yep, first one to complete it will have final battle choice first, second one second, third one third.
So points and final battle choice. The owl mission is huge because if they choose not to do it, they're giving up their option of where to be for final battle.
Yep. And you're going to want to see Hagrid for this, and he will tell you how to kick it off.
I was just trying to keep it moving.
Yep. Next thing, shrooms.
We're doing shrooms at the game.
Magic shrooms.
And it'll take you on a magical trip.
We're going to leave it at that?
Not those kind.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Leave that one.
We got that one. There you go.
Food. You're going to have to use this to plant a garden. You might want to see Hagrid about it. That's all I'm going to say.
You got to find them on the field. We'll say, find them on the field, then take it to Hagrid.
Easy peasy.
I'm going to do the list. This is one of 12 Horcruxes in the game. Horcruxes kill he who should not be named. It is very obviously when it has the game tags that you'll know it's a Horcrux. There's no mistaking it. If you do not have a Horcrux, you cannot remove Voldemort. Period. Can't. Here, you get that one?
This is not full of the item that it's going to be, but these will be potions when they're done.
We've taken the liberty of potions, spells, Luminous Creature, for example. They're all spells that we've just put into different categories to make so we can use more of them and not have 52 spells in a game. So a lot of spells are now potions.
And if you want to do any spells or you want to do any, what are these called? If you want to do
that's a wand.
That's a spell.
Yeah.
See, that's
if
what
you
happens.
Want to use a spell or a potion, you have to go to the store, you buy a voucher, like a coupon, and then you have to go to school to learn how to use it every single time. And that's what's going to make it funny. And going with the potions, you also have.
Look, these are so cool. You're so pretty.
I'm pretty.
So I'm just super quick. This stuff is also going to be known ahead of time. It's if you already scanned that barcode, or if you already pulled up the map, schedule events, and all the specials, it's all on there. But with these spells, And with the potions, you may be able to take 5 minutes off your time. You may
Kill a player outright.
Yeah, may be able to eliminate a player.
Blow up anything man-made.
Yep. Or
I mean, players are technically man-made, aren't we?
You can make Dementors run away because there will be Dementors in the game. Now, speaking of, before I go into the next thing, on NPCs, there are He Who Should Not Be Named. There are Dementors. There's Bellatrix. There's Snape. There's Hagrid. There's Professor Flitwick. A lot of NPCs. All NPCs are. You will get an automatic judge punch if you shoot an NPC.
Damn it.
NPCs can kill you. Now keep
an NPC.
Well, pretty much shoot. There's no reason whatsoever to shoot at them. But yeah, if you purposely shoot at them, it is an automatic judge punch. Some of them have the ability to kill you. Some have the ability to help you. Nothing that's going to affect anything. We've been very careful on how we're using them. They're to tell the story. We're hardcore working on the roleplay element to tell the story. That's why a lot of these props interact with them if you choose to use them or choose not to. But the Expecto Patronum spell, for example, you'll use your wand, you'll hold it in front of you, you'll scream out Expecto Patronum. If you've ever read a book or seen a movie, you know that's what happened. And every single Dementor will go opposite direction 100 feet away from you, and safe. And otherwise they get within 20 feet of you, you die automatically.
And you don't have to remember any of this. We've made these really cool cards that'll attach to everything. So you'll know what you're buying. You'll know what you're using it for.
We got 2 more quick elements to go over. One is at the top of every hour, we're going to have quad ball. At the exact same time we're having quad ball, the Golden Snitch is going to enter the battlefield. We're not going to say who the Golden Snitch is, and he's not going to say who he is. Snitches.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches are. If you catch the Golden Snitch, you will get a lot of points for your side. They are going to.
It's wicked fast and damn near impossible to see.
Every bit of that is going to be in the game.
Who did we pay to do that?
You'll find out.
Oh yeah,
and there's 2 of them. They have football flag streamers attached to them. All you have to do
Velcro,
it's a snap. Yeah. You have to get to them. No, you do not tackle the snitch. You pull the flag. Now here's where it gets fun. They have the flags on them. If you pull the wrong flag, whoever's flag gets pulled is the one that gets the points. So it's very important to make sure you pull the right flag.
Color.
Otherwise, you just gave a whole. We're talking over 100 points to catch these guys because they are going to run from one side of the field to the other. It may take them a minute or 2. It may take them 20 minutes because they can take any route they want. They'll just have to enter randomly at a certain spot, which we will never tell you where they're entering because then you'll stand there and wait for them. And they're going to exit at a random particular spot. Now, the final element of the game, she's going to hold it up, is quad ball. 5-on-5 dodgeball, for lack of a better term. There will be all 3 teams. You'll play one red versus blue, then blue versus green, then green versus yellow, then yellow versus I keep saying green, then yellow versus. So all 3 teams will play, right? Each match is 15 minutes. You play for 7 minutes, 1 minute break. Final 7 minutes, the snitch will come out and you play to catching. It's a 70-point game. Every score is 10 points. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. The snitch itself is worth 30 points. So it's a great way to jump lead and take the lead and or win. It will be a very designated, by the time everyone shows up Friday, it'll already be taped off, marked off, roped off. It was off field. It's in the middle where everybody can watch and get entertained in this because it'll be crazy. You've got, like I said, 5-man team. You've got one guy defending the 3 hoops that were made by Captain Maverick.
Oh, these hoops are
they're amazing. They're they look just like they're supposed to.
Yep.
Then you have 2 guys. One guy's the seeker who's trying to catch the golden snitch because only one guy per team can catch the golden snitch. You have one guy that's 2 guys that are trying to score. that are throwing these balls, trying to get them through the hoops. And then you have one guy on each side that if he hits you with the ball, you're out and have to go and reinsert, come right back in. And we'll be explaining these over and over.
All while you're riding those.
All while you're riding a broom.
brooms.
Because you have to ride a broom to
Yep.
play quad ball.
Between your legs, holding on, flying.
So
Yep.
Those will be twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. And we strongly encourage people, because the match is only in approximately a 100 by 100, 75 by 75 area. It's not huge. So anyone who wants to play competitive combat dodgeball, this is what you've been waiting for.
It's gonna be fun, and then
Won't be wearing masks. Will not be wearing paintball masks.
No. I mean, Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus
come
Jason.
on.
That really kind of works.
Someone can bring that out. That'd be hilarious.
Okay. Austin asked the best contact question. Is it full contact? Technically, no.
Y'all are
but
gonna run into each
you're
other.
gonna. The only true answer to that is you cannot go after the snitch or prevent the snitch if you are not a seeker. Otherwise, yeah, it's basically full contact.
It's gonna be the best part of the
It's
game.
going. It should be the best part of the game. We almost did nothing but this.
Sounds like me and Austin are gonna go full contact. Wade.
Aren't you and Austin on the same side? One of y'all are gonna have
No,
to
on the same team. Like, dude,
same
like
team.
against
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
He goes
you
high,
two
go
could-
low. Done.
Yeah, well, you two could play. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a blast. Those are almost all the elements in the game. There's just a lot going on, and it will all start 11:30. Like I said, the schedule's got 9 a.m.'s Young Gun
Oh
orientation.
yeah, we'll have a Young Gun orientation this time. We have a
So much.
ton of stuff to give away. We've had so many donations. We have the Young Gun store again. That's been amazing every time, where you can get nerfs for your laws. You're gonna want to have laws because we're gonna have
There'll
a
be a
tank
tank this game. Someone is bringing a tank this game.
And we're gonna have snacks in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited about this tank.
And if this tank works well, we are looking at going into. We'll throw it out there for Conquering Hell. We've come up with a way to make tanks much meaner. That we almost did it for this event, but we said it just didn't. There was so much going on that we had to let something go. But it will be, yeah. So more and more's coming. Also, I said you talked about the Young Gun store.
Yep.
Young Guns. Also, don't forget, we will be giving, before the event starts, Bunny will be calling out the winners.
For everyone that pre-read, early bird, and VIP'd, we are changing out. We decided to bump it up. You will still, the drawings that we're going to do will be a Hormesis headband that I'm throwing in.
Oh, wow.
The gear bag,
There's a dot echo or dot, whatever it's called.
We're not going to do, you can do the echo if you want. It's totally up to you, but you can also do the Hormesis headband. It is going to be one of 3. I'm going to bring all 3 of them that I have.
AWOL 3D, who's head rep this event, as well as
we have a marker as well.
He is in. We were doing the marker. If you paid attention to it, we were giving away a Nova paintball marker. If we hit certain numbers, and we'll give. Well, I'll give you Miss Press. I'm not gonna say it yet. Wait.
I'm gonna say it. All right, yeah.
AWOL, we are still going to give away a Nova
marker.
paintball marker to all the players that are there. It's not early birds, not VIP. Everyone has a chance to get this VIP, to get this Nova, as well as Wade Martin with Compete in 71 Designs. He is throwing in a JT ProFlex. So
nice.
Nice. We are still giving away so much things. We're giving away approximately 20 Wizarding World official wands.
Yep.
There's so many things going on that if you get involved, have fun, be there. Oh, we have one last thing. We forgot it last event. We have to bring it up this event. If you have a friend that wants to go to the event, we need refs.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. I'm glad Kevin just asked that. Yeah, we need refs for this event. We're about 5 short for all the different mechanicals going on. So please, if you know anybody who wants to ref, friend, family member, whatever, reach out to us.
We've got enough refs for the event, but
we're good for the event, but we want to make
it. With the kids, we wanted to make it a little bit more padded, especially with Quidditch, quad ball. Oh my gosh.
I'll jump on that. Rules for alliances. Alliances are absolutely banned. If it is seen that two sides are working together, every mission both teams went on for that hour, half points.
Now you can do an alliance if
you want to give up and do half points.
You remember back in the old days, what field was that with the castle? Petty. We would do an alliance
if you want to beat down
the
on
other side,
since Giggles is so much fun to pick on. If you want to pick on red, and blue and yellow want to work together and give up half points for an entire hour,
you can 100% let us know.
That is fine.
You're doing.
You let us know. But and either way, let us know or don't let us know. If we see it, it's half points for that hour.
What? Sorry, if you see it or you don't see it. What if it just happens?
Well, if we catch it, you can let us know in advance you're going to do it, and that would just saves everybody the argument of no, we didn't, yes, we did, no, we didn't.
I mean, you're gonna accidentally be next to each other, but if it's been a hot minute, a minute or two, and he's red and I'm blue, and we're not shooting each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love this guy, so that means I got an alliance going on right here. So
I'm just saying, a body's a body. If you're not shooting at me, just wait, buddy. I shoot
you
right in the back.
And it is mandatory arm tape. So if it's not your color, just shoot them. Have fun with it. Just light them up.
Even if it is your color,
it is your color. I mean,
there's
friendly
a couple
fire
of
happens.
People that are gonna get shot in the foot. Like, I get it. If you've ever met Giggle, she's gonna shoot you in the foot because she's a pain and she shoots you in the foot.
Or the refs.
Yeah. I like Giggles threw it in here. Ankle shots on the tank. Personally, my favorite thing to do. R.I.P. Night Stalker's tank. I forgot who was in it. They got so mad at me. You walked in my lane, bro.
Okay. If you shoot the ankles, no, the tank is not eliminated.
It makes it very uncomfortable for them.
We will not have a walking tank that looks like a battle mech unless it's a battle mech themed game. All tanks must be square, boxed. They must look basically like a tank. By the simple definition of type the word tank in Google, we'll see what comes up. If it doesn't have four walls, tanka, T-A-N-K. If that is what we're defining all tanks moving forward. No, we will not have any walking battle mech robots unless that is the theme of the event. It just makes it easier.
Real quick, Wade was mentioning he's going to be selling bucket hats at the event, and I caught one at y'all's. I think it was Star Wars.
I will be wearing mine.
Use, and it was fantastic. I got sunburnt everywhere else that the hat wasn't on. So my left arm, actually, I'm probably still peeling. You can probably see how dark. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Look at that tan.
No, the hat was fantastic. So pick up your bucket hat from Wade this upcoming weekend. I think we need to throw up the map real quick so everyone can kind of see what's going on here. We've got Trip 7s. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah.
So on those 777s, you will have missions that are back there. It will say 7A, 7B, 7C. So the objective will be named, even though it says 777 in the back. The first 7, if you're looking at it right now, to your left is A, middle is B, the one on the right is C. Just so everyone, read your mission, and also it'll say ABC. We do have a new objective that is out there hiding, which is number 24.
24 is brand new.
24 will be brand new.
8, 10, and 15 will be expanded.
See, look. This is what I deal with. You think women overtalk men. Look at this. And then we're expanding those 3. We kind of cut the objectives down a little bit, but we're adding some new ones in, and we will, next event, it'll be our goal. If you look between 3, 4, and 5, we're going to see if we can get something in there as well. For final battlefield, which will be right there in that 9-1 area right there where final battle normal is, because this is a 3-way final battle that will be rebuilt. The field got in approximately 50 more cubes. So if you've ever been on closer to that 9 side, it's not very fair. And it's not very even. So that'll be rebuilt. That'll look new this time around. David Burks has been working really hard on that. And then we're going up on Thursday morning at the crack of dawn to help out on that.
So the final battlefield, just as we have for the last 3 events now, the field is going to be changing again to keep it fresh, keep it new. 24 is new. Like I said, 18 and 15 are all going to be expanded. 13, whole new base, completely new building. 12, we are actually going to be putting a roof on 12. Actually, AWOL is bringing the materials to do it. Just in case the weather doesn't cooperate ever in the future, not this event, ever in the future, we're going to make sure it has a fully enclosed roof. And of course, the 196 final battle speedball area, there's so many new structures. We're expanding that, not just so it can play 3-sided, but just put more stuff out there. 50 new ice cubes, that's a whole new field.
And as the numbers grow, and as we grow, we already talked to the field, and north of 16 will be going back further. We're pretty excited about that. We got a little lost back there, so that was a fun one, but we'll be expanding.
I mean, imagine going from objective 16 straight up and then right up to 24 and adding that all that to the map. That's what's coming in the future as long as we keep growing.
Sweet. All right. My question. First strike. So last time was for Star Wars was the first attempt at allowing bring your own first strikes, with the caveat being a couple colors, certain colors. How did that go? How did that play out? What are we looking forward to for this upcoming weekend? Is that still allowed? What colors? Give us the spiel.
We will be allowing it again. We got really great response from it. Not as many people as we thought we would. We just didn't have a lot of first strike shot last time around. But not one single complaint about first strikes. Not Sweet. One single complaint. So we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Same price, $20. Bring your own first strikes. We are going to keep the same fin color though. It seems like the most popular fin right now is that orange and the lime. I haven't seen any other fins out there. I know there's a blue fin out there.
So right now we're sticking with the yellowish lime green, not the orange one.
Yeah, the same. We're going to stick with the same fin color. The only fin color we're not going to do this time is just going to be that blue fin.
Well, no, the orange. Because right now we're sticking with yellow because it's easier to keep track of. We're going to do the same thing we did last game, which is the yellow fin. We did yellow fin and lime green fin. And because both those are that whitish cream paint.
So I was pretty sure it was last time it was the green fin and then pink and orange were the three.
Yeah.
Oh, we did do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's
see, this is why I'm like, dude, it's okay. Use the pretty. It's so pretty. Kind of pretty, not really pretty. So, oh my gosh. The other one that's not going to be allowed is that blue fin. Just because.
Well, in this event, we don't have the sniper missions this event. We're using that special paint, so it opens up more options for what we're allowing people to shoot.
You are correct, and it'll be the same. It'll be the same orange that some of it's older. The older stuff is a dark yellow if it's been sitting at your house a minute, but otherwise it's like that lime. And then there hasn't really been that much pink. It's all breaking the same color. It's
the fin matches the fin matches the fill color. Now they all dry kind of that creamy white, but
yeah. So that's still fine, just not that blue fin. So definitely 100% again. We do have some people that pre-ordered first strikes. They'll be there. There was a lot of paint.
A lot of paint ordered this time.
We had some people pre-purchasing 4 and 5 cases out the gate. Never had that before. That was pretty cool to see this time around.
Okay. And then as far as in-game questions that I have, what's the in-game currency and how can players or the command staff buy or obtain the wands?
Okay, the in-game currency is gold.
Okay.
Solid gold.
So much gold. I think we have approximately 20,000 gold coins. A lot of gold. Only one currency that will handle everything. All 3 sides will start with a certain amount.
Okay.
We are continuing the supply drops that each side will have 2 they can attempt to go after. One of their 2 will have props in it. The other one will have gold in it.
Okay.
If they get both, they get both. If they only get one or the other, then they may be affected. To get additional gold, send Young Guns to the Young Gun orientation because we're going to be handing out gold to them. Haggard will have gold. Professor Flitwick, gold. So so there's going to be a lot of ways to be given gold because the goal is we want all these props used this event.
Okay.
Wand, like I said, wands cost gold. Wands are directly attached to spell, so it's a one-time use, and it goes back, and you keep recycling it. You can carry more than one wand at a time. That's really the.
Now, are the wands tagged with the specific spell?
Yep.
They'll have a tag on each one. Will have a paper tag. I'm just saying it'll have a paper tag on the end of it.
Okay.
So, like I said, it makes it quick, simple. We thought about letting people hang on to their wand the entire time, but some people are going to bring wands from home. They have, they want to carry their own cool wand. This just makes it, you can still do that, but these are the ones that we're going to use that affect how we're playing the game.
Right. Cool. Awesome. Comments. We've got any comments, Brooke, that we need to talk about?
No comments. We need to talk. A lot of talking, which I appreciate, but nothing of note. Just
Any
a lot of
final
smack
questions?
talking. Any questions from the chat? Any questions from Tryfecta? Any questions from Percolator?
I mean, those were really my questions. I'm trying to think. First strikes for sure.
Do you have any more spots open
For your tournament?
for your tournament, or do you have any spots open to get hired this weekend left?
So for photos, I will be doing photos. If for a portion of the event, I will be playing and taking photos. So if you guys are interested in getting live action photos, I will be doing those. I am planning to bring some of my lighting setup to do portraits. If you guys kind of want some off-field, nice kind of either posed or kind of badass photos with like gel lighting and all that stuff, I will be bringing that. And then you'll need to send me a message so that way we can coordinate all that and get that scheduled. For my game, yes, I've got, I think, only two colors left. So that's 2 squads of 6 players. I'm trying to think. I've got some people that have already said, hey, we want to play, but they haven't paid yet. So my registration is locked in once you've made that payment. So
yeah, you got to
pay
to play.
Right. So my game is very, very different. It is a legit tactical paintball. This is no theme. This is a test of skill in a lot of different ways. I will test you physically, emotionally. Yes. And there's a lot of really cool elements in my game that bring us back to just paintball. There's no barrel tagging. So if you're 2 feet away,
you get shot.
Stay life.
Paintball.
Yes. Trying to think what else. Getting some props, getting some cool stuff added. Trying to think how else can I put. So the game is called Redacted, and everything is basically redacted until I release the dossiers to each of the 9 teams. There's going to be 9 squads of 6 players. You can have up to a 7th or 8th player that will rotate if you need, and that will come and play if you feel like, hey, I'm kind of iffy about my guns maybe going down. Well, if you have another player, they can fill in for you. And then it will be at Texas Paintball. It's May 11th. It's a 1-day event, but it's literally 6 to 7 hours of playtime. So I think one of the things, especially MagFed related, that we have issues with is we have more time off and talking and kind of loading mags, which takes way too long. And I made sure that that time is minimal and more game time and playtime. So
perfect. We'll pause you there, Perky, because you'll get your own show. Want to keep all the secrets there for later on, because I can see the rabbit hole we're going to go down. A lot of questions, a lot of cool stuff coming out with that game. Back to the chat real quick. Walk-ons will be able to pick their own sides? Yes or no?
For the most part, yes. As
Yep.
long as 100
Wade
walk-ons
sucks.
don't,
And
as long
he
as
didn't
100
register for
walk-ons
starter.
don't show up and say they want to play blue, obviously, then we would have to balance it. But for the most part, it's first come, first serve. If you say what side you want to be on, yes, we're going to keep teams together, obviously.
I know what teams don't get to move this time.
What teams?
Only one team. Hit squad is absolutely staying where they are because they moved forward last time. So
Damn it! You saw how they started with 2 and then they switched it up right there.
Oh, poor hit squad. Yep. Y'all always move Brandon and Cade hit squad. Always
yeah,
move
you
for
two
us.
flip all the time for us. But yeah,
So are you saying we both get to play together for once?
I know.
Yeah, I know,
Shocking.
right?
They said it. Everybody heard it.
We
Yeah.
said it. It's on air.
That looks like it for all the questions.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to playing paintball and this weekend. I know it feels like it's been forever since I've actually played, which I feel like was just February, but it feels like forever ago.
You both have custom cards.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we have custom cards too in there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That
Sorry,
was
What's my card? I never like this. I don't like surprises. I'm too much of a control freak. So
That's
tell
one
me,
reason I enjoy making them.
what is my card?
I don't know, actually.
Spyro.
Well,
you told me my Star Wars one.
I did.
It's a card that's got some pretty print on it.
It's got words.
It's got some words. Yeah.
All right. Fine. It's a surprise then.
It's a surprise.
Maybe the action says you must be this tall to ride the ride.
I'm gonna have it, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm not even gonna read it. I'm gonna be like, "Spy, you should have told me. I don't know how to read." Explain it to me.
Will you read this to me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like, "Hey, I can't read. I don't have my glasses. Can you read this to me?"
Oh, jeez.
Hermione. Yes.
Hermione.
I don't know what kind of disc that's supposed to be. Wade, I think you're past your bedtime.
So Hermione Granger is the female protagonist.
I know, but what
series.
kind of disc is that? I just don't get it.
I guess he's just calling you a girl. Well,
Moaning Myrtle's a better one. Okay,
yeah,
now we're working up to it. I like it. Now we're getting there.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. It'll be a new experience for the Young Gun Commanders. Commanding their first paintball game, and bringing back a three-way battle, which is going to be awesome. And then we also have other NPCs and Dementors and he who must not be named on the field. So it'll be jam-packed. So I'm excited. So I've already taken 2 naps since I started. Nice. All right. We are calling it. So, looks like their internet finally went poo-poo.
That works out anyways.
All right, guys. We're going to call it there. Have a great rest of your all's week, and we will see you guys on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Peace out. See you this weekend.
All right. See you guys.